Welcome to NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. The NBA is a hell of a drug, and you're looking at the plug. Yeah, man. It's our guy. It's motherfucking Thursday, so it's I don't give a shit. It's Daryl in the building. How we feeling, my man?
Feeling good, man. Had a terrible day yesterday.
Woo.
Terrible day, man. I got my ass handed to me yesterday. So looking to turn it around. Don't have much. Not too many plays, but looking to turn it around, man, and just score big on some spots I'm looking at here.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. It seems like we in the same motherfucking rotation. I got my ass whooped yesterday. Luka the Don, man, that motherfucker. The Mavericks are depressing as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Mike M, Mr. Shut 'em Down on Twitter. Be sure to follow our guy DK, Star Child, young lady Tasha in the building. We appreciate y'all. Winner Circle, OG Wham, our fam in the building. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video at this time if you would. You know it's Thursday. It's only right we bring our guy in, Mr. Skee the Prophet. How we feeling, my man?
I'm doing all right. I had a best bet winner yesterday
Yeah.
on the Hornets, so I always love doing that. And got one. I only had one play I played so far today, and it's going on right now in that Bulls Detroit game. So we'll talk it out with you guys, and see if I can come up with some more action.
Yeah, I'm sure you was up early capping that motherfucker, huh? That's okay. Sammy B in the motherfucking building, Winter Circle, my guy Joke. Chris, I see you, my man. Yeah, we got I believe we got a 4-piece, maybe 4-piece, 5-piece, including this early game that our guy Ski got. Best of luck with that, of course. But let's get to probably the best game on the motherfucking board. We got the Golden State Warriors coming to town, to Beantown, Boston Celtics, -6.5 right now, and a total of 240.5. We got 52% of the bets on the Golden State Warriors and 55% of the money on the Warriors as well. They do have no Wiseman, no Jermichael Green, and no Iggy. Pretty much what it is. They got most of the core back now with Steph Rowland. We got Clay will be a go tonight. And then, of course, having Wiggins back as well. They are fresh off a Monday win. They do have the Cavaliers on deck tomorrow. They will be traveling to Cleveland tomorrow. And then the Celtics, the big question mark is Mr. J.B. Brown is questionable. Other than that, looks like everyone is a go. They've won 7 motherfucking straight basketball games. They are on 2 days rest as well. Mr. Daryl, how are we feeling about this basketball game, my man?
Yeah, I looked at this game. This was my official play that I made. I was looking at it last night, and I was just kind of going back and forth, and then thought about the narrative behind this game. They've already played, and Golden State got them good, man. And I was specifically looking at that first quarter where Golden State put 33 points on them, and Boston had 25. But I like the first quarter here only because of their recent body of work and how well their defense is in the first quarter, and how many points they're allowing. So they're giving you about 31 points in the first quarter, and they're allowing 27. They're allowing 27. So the defense is clamped down. And on Golden State's end, they're scoring points, but they're allowing more points than they're scoring. So they're giving you about 29, 30 points in the first quarter, but they're allowing 31 points in the first quarter. So I like to see those kind of trends, if you will, or I like to see those types of patterns when you have a high scoring team that's good on offense and then prevents the other team from scoring a lot of points. And then when you see a team that allows more points than they score, there's something wrong there as well. So I do like I do like Boston first quarter. I stepped on that at -2. Was going to get there a little early. I didn't, but I do like the first quarter here at -2. I like the full game. I think this game here is a get right game for Boston. If you ask me, they let that one go. And then just quite honestly, we know how Golden State is away. They're 5-17 away, while the Celtics are 17-5 at home. 17-5 at home. So those records are literally flipped. And so I like Boston here in this spot. With the rest, give me the Celtics. First quarter, -2. Probably will get their full game as well.
I dig it. I got Billy Briz in the building asking for Mr. Trifecta. Where you at, Nasty Nate? Where you at,
Where
man?
Nate
Probably
at?
putting in the hammer in some motherfucking wood somewhere. But, we need Mr. Trifecta in the building. Johnny Guns, I see you. My man Markel says everybody is on the Celtics. Ski, are you on the Celtics, my guy?
I'm not. I haven't bet them yet, but it's the only way I can look in this game. Well, it's probably the reason Jaylen Brown's coming back because he's already talked about how much he wants this game. They probably all want it. They lost to him last time. They lost to him in the finals. I mean, the mission they on is to get back in the finals where this team knocked them off. So I just think you have to look their way. They've won every game the last 2 weeks. They're 17-5 straight up at home, and the Warriors are the complete opposite, 5-17. And in these Boston games, I don't know. I'm just looking like the last 2 weeks, they're winning by an average of 13 points per game. At home, they win by close to 12 points per game. I think Boston can get it done by margin here, especially, Warriors having a game the next day. If it's starting to get out of hand, I can see them, starting to sit some of their stars to save some of their energy for the next game. So lean Boston. Other than that, trends and how these teams play, home road splits also points towards the over. They are combined 32-11 to the over with those home road splits. And we know the main reason why Golden State is terrible on the road because they don't play defense. They're giving up 123.5 points per game. And the Celtics, they've been scoring points like crazy at home all season long. They're averaging, I think, 122. So I was thinking Celtics team total. I was thinking a full game over. I just don't like getting the ass end of the line. So those are the only ways I could look. Celtics are over.
Yeah, man, I dig it. Yeah, I like the Celtics here. I really do. I think coming off of, these boys, we've touched on it. They did get handled there by 16 earlier in the Bay. They've lost 4 straight games to the Warriors, all by double digits. So obviously having some of those games being in the finals as well. So I look at it simply as a spot where the Celtics are going to care a little bit more about this basketball game. You guys touched on it both. As we got a team that is bet on at the crib, and we got a team that we can fade on the road. If JB suits up, I really like it as well. But I like that first half -3.5, -115, -110 if you can get it. But I do think the full game is probably solid as well. The Warriors are getting healthy, though. The Warriors are getting healthy. So I just look at it as a spot, though. The Celtics should care a little bit more about this basketball game. But I do think the Warriors start slow as well. Celtics come out ready to fire it on all guns. Give me that first half. Not mad at full game as well, though. Our guy do say that Jay Money is loving the Celtics today. I see you, my man. Let's get to this.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Let's get to. And Mr. Nasty Nate did show up and gave us a lot of motherfucking Clover Leafs and the Mr. Trifecta. So we got the Celtics vibes on and going.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Viper in the building. I see you, my man. JB, I see you, bro. All right, let's get to this next game. We got the Toronto Raptors going into Minnesota. The Timberwolves, 51% of the bets. Oh, excuse me. We got a line of 5.5 right now. The Raptors are -5.5, a total of 231.5. Shop around. 51% of the bets on the Wolves, 94% of the money on the T-Wolves. The Raptors here coming off a loss to Milwaukee on Tuesday. We're playing some of their better basketball. We'll have won 4 of the last 6. Do look at the Boston Celtics here coming on deck on Saturday. A lot of talks of moving parts here through Toronto. Who's coming in? Who's going to go? And then from the Timberwolves side, we got some question marks here as well. They did play a tough game last night in Denver. Showed up against the Nuggets. Did fall short, but did play a tough game. No, Gobert, I believe, is questionable. Did not play last night. Austin Rivers has showed up questionable as well. And the Timberwolves, have won 4 of the last 5 basketball games at the house. What we doing with this basketball game, Ski?
I could only look one way here, and I just feel like, I can't back the Raptors on the road, especially laying points. Like, they don't even have a winning record. Now you're expecting them to win by margin here. I have a hard time doing that. I know they have the rest advantage. But this Minnesota team has been playing good. The last 2 weeks, they played 5 home games. They've won 4 of them. So I'm looking at them catching 5. It's the only way I could look in this game.
Yeah, man. So no faith in the Raptors. The Raptors are a mess, man. They got some talent. Scotty Barnes looked like he's coming back a little bit. Fell short of that point prop. Did have, loaded up on the rebounds as well that game, though. But, yeah. This game is tough. Two teams that are very tough to cap, in my opinion. Mr. Derl, how are we feeling about this?
Yeah, analytics site says Minnesota by 2.07 total on this is 229. right? So the home team should win this game. I'm gonna say something here. I don't understand this line. I really don't. And the reason why is I was listening to a pod and it was talking about the friction in this team right now and how there's a lot of chirping going on between players. And you don't break the code and say what's going on. You don't say the obvious thing out loud, but you can kind of connect the dots and see what's going on here. You're looking at Van Fleet being out of there. You're looking at Anunoby possibly being out of there. One of those guys are going to go, right? This might be the trade that we see first in Toronto. And the reason why is you had CJ come out on his pod and talk about there was a little bit of chirping going on, but they need to make some moves before the trade deadline. And I think the reason why is because there are connections between the New Orleans Pelicans and there's connections between the Raptors. And that is, you've got Gary Trent, who's played with CJ McCollum. You've got the Hernan Gomez brothers on opposite teams. And then you even got a business partner with CJ McCollum. So I believe there's just a lot of talking going on between these teams. And because of that, I just feel like the Raptors are not a team you should really be banking on right now until you see where these guys are headspace wise. And it's just a rule that I follow. When you've got friction going on like this in the organization, in teams, I just don't bet on them. This is why I haven't really played a lot of Hawks games at all. And this is why I'll stay off Toronto here. I believe even with the back-to-back, Minnesota is the better team and they should even win this game. But for this line to go from 3.5 to 5.5, where it is now, is crazy to me. So for right now, it's a no play for me.
I dig it, my guy. I dig it. Shout out to Nets Bets in the building, liking the Bulls. He got the Bulls early, liking the Celtics. And, of course, he's got his Nets -3. We'll get to that. And he's repping a Marcus motherfucking Smart jersey. Blasting them arms. Get it in, my guy. Get it in. Shout out to Billy Briz dropping his knowledge in the chat. RP, I see you, my guy. Appreciate everybody dropping their plays. Don't be shy. Hit the fucking like button as well. Stu Chaos, I see you, my man. Good to see you as well. OG Wham hanging out, vibing out with us. It's only right, my guy. Let's get to this next game. Speaking of the motherfucking Brooklyn Nets, we got the Nets going into Phoenix, a very struggling basketball team, the Phoenix Suns. We have a line here of the Brooklyn Nets -3, a total of 220.5. 51% of the bets on the Phoenix Suns and 52% of the money on the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets have obviously, since KD has left the building, they've lost 3 straight basketball games to mediocre motherfucking competition. Kyrie has been average. Will be back tonight. It looks like he's definitely going to play tonight. They do have the Utah Jazz on deck, and they will be traveling to Utah. Phoenix has been a hot motherfucking mess. They've lost 9 out of 10 basketball games, fresh off a 30-point motherfucking loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. On Monday, capping this back. Look at just writing down notes on this team. I got tired, bro. Like, who the fuck's in? Who's out? They do have some good news. Cam Johnson is looking like he will play basketball. The Tar Heel getting healthy, getting right. We love to see it. No CP3, no Shamit, no Okaji. I'm sure I killed that. Obviously, no. Daryl, I know, right? But yeah, man. No campaign still. No Booker. They don't got a motherfucking point guard. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Obviously, struggles there in the Phoenix Suns. What we doing with this basketball game, Ski?
I'm not betting the Suns. I know that. I'm not even going to think about betting them. Until Devin Booker comes back, that's the only time I'm going to even consider it. And I feel like the Nets are, I want to say embarrassed, but maybe that's not the right word. I just feel like, they were getting asked a lot of questions about the streak they went on of losing games last year when Kevin Durant was injured. Now they've lost a few in a row. Like, I feel like they're hungry and desperate to get off the snide. I know they play again tomorrow. I don't like that, but they've lost the last couple times they played this team, and I think they finally, get right and get a little bit of revenge in this spot. I also think I would pick the under if I got to bet the total just because of the pace of play for both of these teams. But I don't like that neither team is good defending the 3 and they shoot the 3 good. So haven't played it yet, but lean Brooklyn, lean under.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy LJ. Good to see you, my man. Suns under total first half. Making that under. Good look there. Good to see our guy BJ. I see you, my man. GTM in the building. Yeah, we got a lot of love for the Brooklyn Nets looking to get right in the chat. How we feeling about this game, Daryl?
Yeah, I'm not playing it, but I think the Suns are in a better spot to win this game. And the reason being primarily is for this is still in Brooklyn, the worst defensive rebounding team in the league. They are in the bottom. And when it comes or offensive, when it comes to the defensive boards, they're ranked 13. So you can look at some props for Ayton here. You really, really need that to get these second chance points, to kind of not let your opponent get second chance points. That matters. And until they get some help there, of course, with no Kevin Durant, this is just a completely different team. So Suns at home, as terrible as they have been as of recent, as of lately, it's just sometimes I feel that there's advantages for them. And so in the middle, you got Cam Johnson, who's available to come back and play. So that may help as him be one of the glue guys. But it would be Suns or nothing here for me.
Yeah, man, I can't lie. I'm right with you there, Isdale. I have a hard time betting the Suns. But when I capped this game, I was like, man, I feel like this is a Suns spot here. I started looking, and I'm like, who the fuck dribbled a basketball down the court? Really? I mean, they have no. I mean, their starting lineup is bad. When it comes to a guard, just someone who can distribute the basketball. They literally don't have anybody. I can't bet that basketball team, but I do think this looks like a Sun spot after getting smacked the fuck around and embarrassed by the Memphis Grizzlies by 30-something points back at the crib. Brooklyn, our guy Nets Bets, he's saying they're going to figure it out. I got to see it, bro. I got to see it. You're right. They need Kyrie and Ben Simmons out there playing, but they got to be playing, elite basketball for this team to be good, in my opinion. They're really heavy, rely so much on KD and Kyrie, and without KD, man, that's a big shoes to fill. So they need Ben to be ultra aggressive. I mean, he need to be getting, up 15 shots a game minimum. This motherfucker don't want to shoot 1 to 2, 3 times, let alone double digits. So he's got to flip the switch. I got to see it. Obviously, we know Kyrie's capable of dropping 40 at any moment, so I'm not going to doubt him. But I do like Jacque Vaughn as a coach. I want to see Brooklyn get back to playing basketball, what we were expecting before KD went down. So I got to see it before I believe it. Tough basketball game here. I do lean the Phoenix Suns. Let's get to this last basketball game. We're going into P-Town. Blazers, rip motherfucking city. I will be on a motherfucking flight tomorrow to the city. I'll be going straight to the motherfucking dispensary. And we got the Sixers. We got a line here. The Sixers opening up at -2. We got a total of 233.5. We got, 76% of the bets on the Sixers and 56% of the money on the Philadelphia 76ers. They have won 3 straight basketball games. More recently, the little trip to LA, they handled business against the Lakers in a tough one, and they really smacked around the motherfucking Clippers. When a lot of people did like the Clippers in that game, James Harden was MIA, and they still found a way to get out of the LA with a motherfucking W. I have a feeling they have won 5 out of the last 6 games. Are they kind of in cruise mode now? Did they do what they had to do in LA? We could look at Portland now. They look like they found their stride a little bit after losing 4 straight, winning back-to-back games at home against the Mavericks. Well, obviously that ain't saying too much though. And one of those games was without the motherfucking Dawn. They are off a loss into Denver by 9 on Tuesday. Dame dropped 44, but they really got nothing from nobody else. So Dame 44 and the rest are bumming it. Everyone want to talk that shit about Dame. I mean, he's dropped 44 and 50. I mean, he can't do every fucking goddamn thing. Tough basketball game. What we looking at here is Daryl.
Yeah, this one's weird to me. And the reason why is this line is so short, and I just think everybody just points to the Sixers, right? The last time that line was short was 2 years ago at 2.5, but there was no Embiid, no Joel Embiid whatsoever here. And I'm looking, and I don't believe Joel Embiid didn't play. For what it's worth, I mean, it was not Ben Simmons didn't play, right? But I think everybody is going to go and look at the line and say, yeah, this is Sixers all the way. And I think this is one of these things to where you got to look really, really heavy into why is this line so short and why has it gone down? The Sharps have bet this down from 2.5 to 2 on a fully healthy Sixer squad. A fully healthy Sixer squad here. And so, in my opinion, I would only look at Portland here, but it's just something's real fishy about this one to me. And I really don't understand why the line is as short as it is when you have a fully healthy Sixer squad and you've got probable and Josef Nurkic and probable and Gary Payton, who you need to be a perimeter defender. So this one here is just kind of tricky. So you got these guys probable, which means they most likely will play, but they're not at 100% going against a Philly team who is fully healthy. I don't get it here. So in my opinion here, I think a lot of people are going to easily look at Philly because of the short number, and Portland comes out here and just wins this outright. So it's a no play for me, but do lean Portland.
I like it, my man. I like it. Look at Tasha, man. That's a beautiful lady. Looking out for her boy. No. Get there early, she says. I do think I recall something like that too. But yeah, I'll have some in the bag too. But I definitely gonna check it out. I'm gonna load up on these edibles because out there the edibles be pretty lovely, and they got them for the low. So, but I don't go anywhere without the motherfucking greenery. It will be on me. Believe that. Shout out to the gas report. He knows all about that. My guy. Let's get to our guy Skee. How we feeling about this basketball game, man? You in the rotation with Derl, or you on the other side here, man?
I want to bet the over. Really, Sixers have gone over 7 of the last 8 games. It's just both of these teams just been playing slow, and that's what makes me hesitate. Because if you're playing slow and you just have a little, couple of minutes, of offensive inefficiency, you're going to stay under. But both teams shoot the three very well. I don't know. I really want to get there. They're combined 23 and 13 to the or 25 and 13 to the over as far as the home road splits on the season. So lean over, but that's all I have.
I dig it. Yeah, man. Shout out to BJ on the Hawks. Shout out to everyone who was on the Hawks, man. Our guy Rocco, I believe he was on the Hawks as well. Yeah, man. Sometimes we take it on the chin. I'm gonna stand on it though. I did get smacked around yesterday. It was a close basketball game at times. But yeah, man. The Mavs, man, like I tweeted out, they fleeced the fuck out of me this year. I'm really not trying to fuck with them too much. We got 140 in here, and our guy Sam Comer liking the Blazers today. Rip City hashtagged us with it. Says we got 33 motherfucking likes. God damn, y'all mad at me from yesterday? Hey, man, come on now. God damn it. Hey, we're going to stand on it. We're going to keep it moving, and we will get to the bag. If you would, hit the fucking like button, share the video, and let's get to it. I do like the Blazers tonight. I'm with our guy, Derl. A little hesitant, obviously, because yesterday I got smacked the fuck around. So I'm very confident in the Celtics. But when I'm right with this Derl when he says about the Phoenix, I have the same fucking line about this game. I think everyone will be on the Sixers. I believe the Sixers kind of did what they did. They went to LA and won those 2 basketball games. I knew they would kind of play up for Doc against the Clippers, and obviously Tobias Harris going back. I feel like they did a lot in those 2 games, and we know what these boys like to do. So P-Town probably vibing the fuck out there. I look for the Blazers to win this basketball game. Haven't bet it yet. Little hesitant here. Also like Dame, but his props are getting heavy. He's been loading the fucking stash sheet up. From a defensive perspective, I don't think the Sixers have anything for him with James Harden or Maxey. So I would definitely look for Dame to get his, and obviously they got for the Blazers to win this basketball game, the supporting cast obviously has to chip in with Simons, Grant, and the crew. Let Hart hit those boards and Nurkic do something, god damn it. But Dame is gonna have to have a basketball game, believe that. So Rip City, I definitely lean heavy there. We'll tweet it out if I bet it, but I'm feeling exactly what Derl is about this basketball game. Let's get to the play in the motherfucking Bills. Mark Nick, I see you, my man. Always good to have you in here. Saturated, good to see you as well. Tone Miggs dropping NFL plays. My man of the people. I see you, my man. Let's play the motherfucking Bills. Vic, roll the clip. Guy DK dropping plays. I like that look, my guy. I do. Manscaped. Keep it fresh from head to motherfucking toe. 20% off Puff Sports. Puff Sports, 2 words. Get you 20% the fuck off. And then when you're all nice and clean, and then you are in the San Antonio area, take yourself to Southtown 101. Karaoke, live DJs, open bar. Some of the best bar food you will find. They allow parking lot pimping. This is the place to motherfucking be. If you are in the San Antonio area, stop yourself in the Southtown 101. Thank me later. Billy Briz dropping plays as well. Everyone, let's get to the bag, man. We appreciate y'all joining us here, but you know what it is. We got to win some motherfucking tickets. It's Derl. How are we going to do that, my guy?
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the play that I've had. The first play that I made, only play that I do have right now. A lot of leans, but right now, Boston, first quarter -2. I do like that. Different atmosphere, different type of play going on in Boston right now that I like. Boston, first quarter -2, already stepped on it.
Beantown. I dig it. The Leprechauns, man. Let's fucking go. Ski. How we getting the profits, my man?
Yeah, I've only bet one game today, and I don't like telling people the best stuff I haven't put my money on. So I'm sorry, I got to pass today, man.
Oh shit, he just back with the motherfucking best bet. Oh shit, Ski, man. I knew you party too
Hey,
much.
you know what?
You a little quiet today.
I'll choose between Daryl's best bet and yours, and I roll
Man,
one
this
of y'all. How
motherfucker
about
got
that?
one in the chamber, nothing in the clip. Oh man, come on, man. You can't come to the party
Ski
like that.
Fuck y'all today.
That's usually what I do on a Tuesday or Thursday. I ain't gonna lie, so I'm giving you shit. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I like the Celtics. Really, me and Daryl on the same motherfucking page. He's cutting a little bit early. I'm going first half. The Leprechauns 3.5 -115. It's good money, man. You lose 4 in a row to the Warriors. You lose 4 in a row to these motherfuckers by double digits. The Warriors are suspect as fuck on the road. JB will be in. This line is creeping up. It's already 7 at Willie. So I expect Jaylen Brown to play. Our guy Skee touched on that as well. It won't be too much for the Warriors. I think that they will have nothing defensively. Last time these two teams played, motherfucking Klay Thompson had 34 points. He ain't doing that tonight. Believe that. If you forget about his ass like that old dude did, you can forget about him tonight. Believe that. No 34. No siree for Clay. So I like Leprechauns here first half. I'm liking that trifecta spot, really. Like, our shout out to our guy, Mr. Trifecta, Nasty Nate. But the first half is very appealing to me, and that's what I bet. Tom Miggs, I see you, my man. Everybody, be sure to follow each and every one of us on Twitter. Before we get up out of here, it's Daryl. We got a big weekend coming up. What we got going on for the rest of it?
Yeah, man, I'll be back at it tomorrow. So I'll be really looking at the numbers tonight. I believe it's a 9-game slate tomorrow. So I'll be back at it tomorrow, and then just ready to enjoy the weekend. Might do some snowboarding up in Big Bear. So that's kind of up in the air. Some fresh snow going on. Get out there and hang out. Have fun.
Up there in Big Bear, do it, my man. Doing it. Good shit. Skee, Mr. Party Guy. Man, I don't know. Maybe you'll find another game to bet today. What else is on the agenda, my man?
I'm already working on tomorrow. It's some games to really like on the NBA slate tomorrow, and I will be on here on the Pub Hub with Bobano and Billy talking about with those guys. And I also, if you want to check out anything else, I've been starting to use my YouTube channel. So I'll do a show on there tomorrow, also talking about the NFL, and I'll share whatever I bet, talking alongside my friend, Mr. Rob Vino. So that's what I got going. You can follow everything I do on Twitter at Skee Profit or the YouTube. What up, Derek?
Hey, man, you got to sign this petition so we can fire Staley, bro. Like, what's going on, man?
We got the offensive coordinator out of there. We halfway.
Come on, man. Halfway. You talking about the QB coach and the OC? You don't take Staley with you, man? Come on. You my fellow Charger fan here. There's not many of us, so.
Yeah, I'm not the big Staley fan, but all I'll say is if they capping for him, at least they got. I know the offensive coordinator need to go, but we'll see if Staley still make those mistakes, dumbass decisions, then he can go too. He'll probably get fired early in the year next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Charge. Speaking of football, man, Bills motherfucking Mafia this week. I won't see none of y'all motherfuckers till Monday. So, hey, we got some good games this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm going to holler at you, Skee. If you're going to be in town, though, our boy coming to town on Sunday, we might have to link up. Go to your spot, actually, the link. Our boy wants to vibe out. So I'm going to hit you, my man. I'll be back in town late Saturday. But, yeah, man, I'm looking at these games. They got some beautiful fucking games this week, and I'm looking forward to it. Last week, and I thought it was a fucking bum fight, but honestly, it was some good-ass football. You know how the NFL be. They know how to put on a good show, a good old movie for us. Shout out to everybody joining us, though. Let's get to the bag, man. Let's cash some fucking tickets, not only tonight, but let's start it all weekend long. Shout out to our guy, Razor Sharp Picks. Be sure to check him out. And our guy, Gabby Cap, doing their thing Friday night, college, NBA, ponies. They bet any fucking thing to get the fucking bag. That's what we do it right here on Pub Sports Radio. So follow each and every one of us. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest.